Hey there, it's Elke,
And Jen.
and we teach entrepreneurs how to make money online using their creativity
Yes.
through e-commerce. And we are here to talk to you about a challenge that we have starting next Monday. And we're going to talk specifically about one of the topics that we're going to cover in our challenge. And what was that?
The importance of branding and how its a usefulness is for and the positive it has on your sales. I'm going to say that again. The importance of branding and its positive effect that it has on your sales. And our challenge is coming up on April 6th till 9th. We're going live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. We will post the link for you to sign up for the challenge in the description and also in the comment section of this live video. But each day we'll be covering a different topic, and it is all about how to scale your online business with Zazzle. And if you don't know what Zazzle is, it is a print-on-demand online company that we use to make money using our creativity, like my mom Elke explained.
And it's not just a matter of making money. This company that we've been using to license our designs to, we've used for over 10 years, and combined we've made over $1.5 million. And that just puts it in perspective. This is our livelihood. This is how we make money online, and we basically live off of this. And therefore, in this period of time of uncertainty and businesses closing down, things haven't really changed for us at all. In fact, they keep getting better. And so we want to make sure that you are aware of this opportunity on Zazzle, and then also to realize that even if you are on Zazzle already as a designer, you may not be having the same success as we have, and there's a reason for that. It's because you need the 5 phases that we use consistently to implementing those in our business, so that they combined create a workable business that works in not only good times but uncertain times like this. And we're going to keep talking about these phases so that you understand them more clearly, and that you may be interested in some of the training that we have to offer, not just the free training. But we're going to be doing this challenge for anyone who is either new to Zazzle and is going to check up on all the other challenge information that we did in a previous week, so that you're caught up. But this is mainly for people who are in the middle, like advanced. They've been on Zazzle for a bit, but they're not making very much money, maybe like $100 a year. And they want to ramp it up so they make about 5 figures. And this is not easy, quick fix type of business. It's a business that you're going to establish and work on over the next couple of months. So make sure that if you're thinking that you make thousands of dollars in the next month, that's not us. Don't even consider signing up. But when we started our business in the recession of 2008 and 2009 on Zazzle, we built it up over time, and we are now benefiting from that 10 years later, right? And it had to do with our brand, which is what we're going to be talking about as part of day 2, is that right, of the challenge. So you can
day 1.
Day one. Okay. We've got so much that we're going to cover. So
yes. Now, day 1 on Monday, on April 6th, we are going to be covering the topic bulletproof branding. Day 2 is going to be titles and tags and SEO. Day 3 is going to be talking about collections and multiplying your sales through product cross promotion. Then day 4 is the top 3 crucial mistakes that Zazzle designers, or any business owner in general, actually makes when they're scaling their Zazzle business. And so we would love for you to join us, but the first day is all about branding. And we've recognized that a very solid brand is what makes the difference between sales and no sales, and increased sales as well. Because even when you think about it, all the big brands like Coca-Cola or Nike or McDonald's or Lululemon or Mac, Apple, when you think about why you buy certain things versus a different company, so Pepsi versus Coca-Cola, McDonald's versus Burger King, Mac versus PC, right? Why do you buy something from a specific company? They offer very similar things, but it's also, it's the brand that gives you that extra, I'd rather buy a Coke than get a Pepsi, or I'd rather get Burger King versus McDonald's. McDonald's. And it's that connection that you have with the brand, the way that they make you feel, the way that, you know, when you think of McDonald's, you're just like, oh, I remember that, like, you have some sort of connection with it, whatever it may be, the smell, the relationship that you had with the restaurant, the way they offered with their service, their brand colors, the way that they're always consistently showing up for their brand, right? What their quality of service, etc. So this is why it's so important to have a very defined and solid brand when
you are a business
when
owner.
you're on a
and this is what people do. They make the mistake that they're just a small business, so they don't really need to have that kind of level of brand before they get to be a big company. But that's how companies became big, is because they started from zero with a brand, and they continually gave you that history and kept imprinting it on you in terms of connections and touch points with the customer. And therefore, all of a sudden, it became their brand and their identifiable way that you see them as a company, which is true. Like I have everything as Mac or Apple in my house, and PC I just don't care for. I think some of the things that the PC offers are actually even better than a Mac, but I'm not ever going to buy a PC unless I have to. But that's the kind of thing that you want to establish for you as a small business owner, because you have even less ability to do advertising and have the big bucks to spend on marketing and get your word out there. So you, as a small business owner, really need to make sure your brand is solid right from the beginning, so that you can start creating that customer trust as well. Mm-hmm. And that's the second part of having a really great brand, is in these times coming up with coronavirus and the change in the economy, there will definitely be a slowdown in terms of purchasing. It won't be as frivolous as spending, but people will still spend. And so now you are going to be competing on price, or are you going to be competing on brand? Yeah. And believe it or not, even in the recession, people bought by brand rather than by price. There is definitely a group or cohort of customers that buy on price alone. Mm-hmm. But do you want your business to be non-profitable because you are only competing on price? That's not going to happen. You, as a small business owner, have to bring that uniqueness that makes people flock to your company and to your online business. And so we're going to teach and talk about that as well, in terms of the importance, as well as give you some really great insights and tips on how you can create a great brand specifically on Zazzle. But then you can take that and bring it to your brand as a whole company and have your brand consistent through all your social media and all of your other sites that you're online with, so that you can start to populate that brand online and become well known and more sought after, mm-hmm. which is then really cool because it's organic marketing, right? Mm-hmm. So that's Monday. And believe it or not, that's just the beginning of our challenge.
Yes. And we're going to dive in much more in terms of branding and what you need and why it's so important. And
how you can do it. Because that's the thing. All of our challenges are challenges where in the end you start from one point and you transform to another. So you are going to be having your branding up and running by the time you are finished the challenge. You're going to be able to do titles and tags a little bit better than you did before after the challenge. And you're going to be able to, what was the last one? Collections. You're going to know exactly how to use it and make a collection and a killer collection on top of that. Yeah. And if you are past that, because you're one of our course members, you don't need to be part of this. No. But if you are a new person who is on Zazzle and just not getting it to go and work the way you want it to work, then this is for you, because it will really help you. These are 3 of the core basics that you need to ramp up your Zazzle business.
It's also for our students who are in our e-commerce accelerator. So, but everybody who's in a higher level course program, then this is, you already know this, but this is for anyone who is new, who is just joining us, and for anyone who's in the e-commerce accelerator and is really ready to scale their Zazzle business and move to the next level. So we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to go live and talk a little bit more about titles and tags and SEO. So join us live here, and then also make sure you sign up for the challenge next week, because we are starting on
sign up Monday. Now for the challenge next week.
Yes, that's what I meant. The link will be in the description and then also in the comment section here. So make sure you sign up today.
See you then.
Bye.